What is up, guys? Misha here from Beyond the Huddle, and welcome to another video. Before I get this started, guys, you guys can probably already tell the sound is not the best right now. I'm having an issue with my microphone, so please bear with me with the sound. It's not going to be the best, but I'm going to try and give you guys the best information I can without going too long with this terrible sound. So today is going to be the altcoin forecast. We're going to go over, we're going to review Bitcoin and see how some of the levels got invalidated. And then we're going to take a look at Ethereum. And then I'm going to show you guys one of the coins that we've actually been building a position on. That should pretty much outperform Ethereum for the foreseeable future. So without further ado, guys, let's get into it. Okay, so now we're looking at Ethereum. And well, first, actually, let's take a look at Bitcoin first. I don't know why I started with Ethereum. We should look at Bitcoin first, kind of review what happened. And as you guys remember, yesterday, we were looking at the chart price was down here. And I was talking about price potentially coming back into this discount right here before we could see a move higher. Now, we did say that the smart money, based on the COT data, was long-term bullish, but we didn't really know what was happening ever since Tuesday, what they've been doing with their position. Were they distributing their longs, or maybe were they adding more longs? Well, based on the current price action, we could assume that they've probably been adding longs. Okay, so price was below our short-term bullish level. I was targeting this area, which we had already hit down here. Long story short, price never hit this level, and we went back up, went back above our short-term bullish level, and then we saw a phase 3 buy right here. You guys can see swing low, swing high, discount right on the level, and then price has been rising, hit the weekly open, which we were talking about, and then now we are about to break above that weekly open again, and we'd be targeting this short-term resistance right here. Now, once that breaks, guys, obviously we will be targeting a higher level, which will be this daily supply up here. So looking at what Bitcoin could potentially do, we're looking at a move up about 11% or so on Bitcoin from current prices. Now, this is good because if Bitcoin's going to go higher, we can trust the move higher on alts a lot more than if Bitcoin was dropping. So that's what I got on Bitcoin, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum, and then I'll show you guys the coin that we've been building a position on, which is going to be mostly a long-term play for us. So Ethereum, looking at it on a quarterly time frame, you guys can see quarterly, straight bullish. Monthly, the new month just opened. Obviously, we're above the quarterly open. New month just opened right here. So a small wick to the downside, and now we're going higher. Going into the weekly, where we had a premium. And you guys will notice that this premium is currently being obliterated. So the only thing that we're left targeting on Ethereum is pretty much the all-time high. So Ethereum should be getting up into that all-time high right here. We're way past the premium now. Going down into a daily time frame, we did hit this daily supply, which would have been a target on Ethereum. And right now, it seems like we're about to slice through that daily supply. If we're able to slice to the midpoint of that, we will definitely be targeting the all-time high. And then after that, it'll be pretty much price discovery for Ethereum. Now, once you get into price discovery, it becomes a little bit harder to kind of have targets and things. One quick little trick that you guys can use to find targets once price starts getting above all-time highs and start going into price discovery is what is called a fib extension. It is not magic. It's not perfect, but it does kind of give you an idea. So we can see that we recently had a swing low, swing high, return to discount on Ethereum on the daily time frame. And if we use those fib extensions, I use the -27, -61, -100, -200, etc. So we can see the -200 right above the all-time high at about 4,427. So that's one of the levels that we could be expecting above the all-time high. And then obviously next would be 5,063. And then we can keep on going with these targets. Obviously, we don't want to go too far right now, because we don't really know what's going to happen once you reach this all-time high. But these are areas and levels that we could be expecting price to reach for. Okay, so that's a quick tip for you guys when price gets above all-time highs. Now, there's different ways that you can start pulling this fib and trying to find extensions. This is just the simplest one, finding the last discount buy and then trying to project where price is most likely going to go. Now, this is Ethereum, and there's a lot of people that are talking about Ethereum doubling or tripling, reaching $10,000, all kinds of crazy numbers. So
let's see what Ethereum BTC is doing and whether or not they should outperform Bitcoin. Now, as you guys can see, let's go first to go into the quarterly. We can see quarterly straight bullish. We're above the yearly open. Down into a monthly, same exact thing, above the yearly open, above the quarterly open. And this new month that just opened right here, we can see small wick to the downside, we're already going higher. Going down into the weekly, same exact thing, we're above every open right here. Even if we go down into the daily, you guys will see we're above the weekly open. But the important thing here is this is one of our targets right here, this daily supply. So we would expect Ethereum BTC to basically outperform Bitcoin. So Ethereum would outperform Bitcoin by about 16% or so. But technically, guys, this should get crushed and we should be reaching probably for all-time highs again on Ethereum BTC, which bodes well for those that are expecting crazy numbers on Ethereum. That's if Bitcoin's going to go higher and Ethereum's going to outperform it, then we might be able to see some crazy numbers on Ethereum. So that's pretty much what we're looking at, guys, on Ethereum. Not much going on there. It's just making new highs compared to Bitcoin, and obviously expecting all-time highs on Ethereum. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the one coin that, well, not the only one coin that I've been building a position on, but one that we have a long-term view on this one. Again, this is not something we're going to be huddling, but this is something that we're going to be trading for a longer time frame than we usually do. If you guys have been following us for a while, you know that we had a similar play on RVN a couple of years ago, and we're looking to kind of repeat that type of play on this coin right here. And the coin is Ethereum Classic. Yes, guys, Ethereum Classic, right? Me too. I am very shocked that I'm even looking at Ethereum Classic. But trust me, guys, there are fundamental reasons as to why Ethereum Classic should outperform Ethereum. So think about this. If we're expecting crazy numbers on Ethereum, then imagine what Ethereum Classic is going to do if it's going to outperform Ethereum. So first off, we'll look at the Ethereum Classic USDT chart. Then we'll look at Ethereum Classic against Ethereum, so I can show you guys how it should outperform Ethereum and why we're building a position on that specific coin. So I'm not going to go into details about our specific entries and why we're entering or whatever, but this is definitely a longer term play based on some fundamentals. So, and also based on that Ethereum BTC against Ethereum chart. So Ethereum Classic right here, guys, you guys can see we are above the yearly open, obviously, above the monthly open, above the quarterly open. If I go to quarterly time frame, you guys can see very similar to Ethereum. There's nothing stopping us at the highs here. Going into a monthly, same exact thing. Nothing really stopping us. Going down into a weekly, you guys can see that we came down into this weekly demand right here. Boom. And price has been bouncing up for that. And it's been going higher ever since. Now we go down into a daily time frame. And you guys will see that we don't really have anything stopping us. We had this daily supply right here, which already got crushed. And now the only thing that's pretty much left is this daily supply right there, which means that we could potentially see price go up, just targeting that from current price. See price go up another 28, 29%. But again, we're definitely expecting more than that for the long term on Ethereum Classic. We're expecting new all-time highs. And potentially more. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys when we look at the ETC ETH chart. Take a look at this, guys. So we'll look at the quarterly here. You guys can see last quarter was straight bullish. This quarter kind of bearish. So obviously Ethereum's been outperforming most coins right now. Go down into the monthly. You guys can see we're above the yearly open, but we're still below the quarterly open. So you guys are probably wondering, well, why am I saying this is so bullish? Well, when I drop down into my weekly time frame, now you guys will see what's going on. Look at this. We have a weekly demand right here. So think about what's going to happen once price hits that weekly demand. We would expect a massive move to the upside, going back above this monthly open and going back above the quarterly open. And that is why we're thinking that Ethereum Classic is going to outperform Ethereum. So going down, again, based on the charts, right? Obviously, fundamentally, there are other reasons. But I don't want to go into those reasons in this video right now, but this is what we're looking at here with the weekly demand. So right now, price would have to drop another 7% for us to hit that weekly demand. and then we'd expect a massive move to the upside going above the monthly, probably going to be a different weekly by then maybe, and then also going above this quarterly open right here. And what would we be targeting if we start going higher on this specific coin? So what would we be targeting, guys? Well, from that weekly demand, we would be targeting this level right here at 0.05, which is basically a 200%. So that would outperform Ethereum by 200%. So think about it, right? If we're expecting these crazy numbers on Ethereum, think about what could happen with Ethereum Classic. Now, the second target will be this 0.1 level right here. So from that weekly demand, we're looking at a 500% rally. So it would outperform Ethereum by 500%. So think about this, guys. And if you look at this current here, BTC USDT has already gone up from the yearly open. We're looking at yearly open to the all-time high. This has already gone up 3,000%. And you compare that to Ethereum, well, Ethereum has only gone up 490%, right? So if we go to the ETC ETH chart, you guys will see that obviously ETC ETH, it's above its yearly open. So this is already outperforming Ethereum by 561%. So we're expecting something similar to happen again once we hit this weekly demand, which is why we're building a position on ETC. So from now on, we'll keep updating you guys on this specific ETC chart. As I've said already, it's going to be a long-term play for us, kind of like what we did with RV and a couple years ago. So with that being said, guys, that's all I have for this week. Hopefully you guys got some value from this. Hopefully you guys have been able to take advantage of some of these altcoin moves that have been happening. The altcoin market's going crazy, led by Ethereum. Hopefully you've been able to use your discounts and your demand zones to be able to get in on some of these moves. So again, with that said, guys, that's it for today. If you got some value from it, make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so you can get notified every time we drop a new video. And Ralphie will be back with you guys next week. So yeah, guys, peace.